Good day everyone. We will be talking about measure superheating and subcooling of a DX unit. To measure the superheating and subcooling, you need three things. These are: one is you need manifold gauge to measure the pressure, one PT chart where you will convert the pressure to the temperature, and the technician's tools such as minimum we can say combination pliers, screwdriver, and adjustable spanner. Now we are going to calculate superheating of an unit. There are four methods you need to do. Method number one, you need to measure the suction pressure. Method number two, you have to measure the suction line temperature by a thermocouple type thermogauge. Method number three, you can calculate or convert this temperature to the pressure to the temperature. And method number four, you can subtract this data. So first what we'll do, step number one says that measure the suction pressure. So there is a suction pressure manifold gauge we have put here. The suction pressure shows that 17 psig. Okay, just to have mentioned here, the suction pressure is 17 psig. Step number two says that measure the suction line temperature by thermocouple type thermometer. So we just put a thermometer here you can see, and it shows that the temperature is 28 degree Fahrenheit. So we have found the suction line pressure and we have found the temperature. Step number 3 says that check the saturated suction temperature corresponding to the suction pressure by PT chart. So here is a PT chart, you can see that is pressure temperature chart of R134A refrigerant. So let's see here, if we'll convert this 17 psig to Fahrenheit, you can see the temperature is shows that 18 degree Fahrenheit. So that means according to our PT chart, so the temperature is 18 degree Fahrenheit, the corresponding temperature. We have found the line pressure to corresponding temperature, that is 18 degree Fahrenheit, and we have found the actual temperature of suction line, that is 28 degree Fahrenheit. So step number 4 is the final stage. Just we have to subtract 28 degree Fahrenheit to 18 degree Fahrenheit. So 28 degree Fahrenheit minus 18 degree Fahrenheit, the result is 10 degree Fahrenheit. So that means our superheating is 10 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so I believe you understood how to calculate the superheating. So again I am repeating. So first you have to take the suction line pressure. Second, you have to measure the temperature of suction line. Third, you have to convert this suction line pressure to the temperature by PT chart. So here you can see here. Fourth, you have to check the difference between the temperature and the corresponding temperature. So this is the four method you have to do to measure the superheating. So on the same things you need to do for the subcooling. When we are going to calculate the subcooling, so you have to follow the same process. Process number one, that is step one, you can say measure the discharge pressure, that is 135 psi. Step number two, you have to take the temperature of discharge line, that you can say liquid line. It shows that 95 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have found the temperature of discharge line, liquid line is 95 degree Fahrenheit, and we have found the pressure of discharge line. Step number 3, what we have to do, we have to convert the discharge line pressure to the equivalent corresponding temperature. Okay, so let's see here, 135 psig is equal to 105 degree Fahrenheit. Just we have put here 105 degree Fahrenheit. So step number 4, we have to take the difference between the equivalent pressure corresponding temperature and the actual temperature. It shows that 105 minus 95 degree Fahrenheit, 10 degree Fahrenheit. That means our subcooling is 10 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so that is how you can calculate or measure superheating and subcooling of DX units.